Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Tower Lab, a physics-based tower defense. The actual start page says that the enemies cannot be killed, merely removed with physics. So we're going to go ahead and jump on in. This is the demo, so there's no sandbox mode or workshop yet. This would actually be kind of fun to mess with in a demo, basically. And it looks like we've got 5 regular stages and then infinite mode, just judging by that interface. No guarantees that it's one way or the other, but yeah, we'll try it. It says mass matters. Heavy's enemies are worth more matter, but are harder to stop and deal more damage if they escape. So we need to... The small ones get blown away super easily. Big ones are going to have more inertia. That's understandable. So as far as our openers go, we're in the build stage. Increases the size, object size and mass. Deploys mines that detonate on contact. Creates a projectile that pulls objects into orbit. Decreases object size and mass. That disintegrates after some time. So it's a pulsating ball of energy. So that is... We have 10 points to summon stuff. It said that bigger things are going to be worth more. Do I actually have... Yeah, we have E to rotate. So we can't... Actually, we could put it there. Just make them big right at the start. And then... Pulsing laser energy that... Okay, so it looks like we could possibly do gravity tower and kinetic tower. So that seems to fire... I think we would want to keep sending them in the same directions. I'm just not sure how far this goes. So maybe we go like that and we do a gravity tower. Okay, so that looks like it's going to go into that line and shove them back. So what we'd want to do is actually pull them like this, I think. I don't think there's any like issue with facings on that. We're about to find out. So that makes them bigger. And that just pulls them and drops them off. Okay, so that's not too bad. We're getting some mass by doing that. So it looks like this is going to cause those to orbit, which is not exactly what we want. But we'll be fine. We will be fine. Blow stuff that way. And that's a high knockback force. There's another grow. So we can make them exceptionally large there, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's try that. Start attack. And that's just going to suck them all in. We do have a little one there that needs to be gone. Okay, so that's not too bad. It's kind of kludgy as far as what we're doing, but this is okay. We'll do another gravity tower there. And that looks like it is going into rounds. Do we have a single point one? No, we do not. This is wave 3. And yes, we could increase the... Oh, God. They're going to get through, aren't they? Maybe. Maybe not. It looks like... Oh, we just damaged ourselves, didn't we? Yeah. Yep, we did. We just damaged ourselves with that. Okay, so we didn't get a perfect there. We basically just launched them into our own little base there. That kind of sucks a little bit. Okay, so we got a bit of currency there. We can remove some. I don't think these are going to be big boosts. I would actually like to get more of those. Starting scale of all mines by 1. Draw 1 extra card per wave. Larger spawns. I am going to remove... I don't think I want the shrink tower, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And I will get myself a second fan. Because I think fans are what we want more of. So that leaves us with 804. Grab the card accelerator so I have more options. And that's going to be all of our matter. Okay, so let's go to stage 2 and see what we have waiting for us. Combine different towers to create powerful synergies. Oh, okay, that's intriguing. So that pulls them and that pushes them. So they get floated by the... Intriguing. So we don't have to just make them big at the start. We could just pull them off. So if I go like this and launch enemies into there like this, and then we do this zap to send them back as well, maybe? I don't know how the zap is going to work particularly, so that keeps them kind of going that direction. And we almost didn't make that one. That guy is stuck. So this, can we actually move you at all? Yeah, we can pick them up and move them once we place them. That's good. So this guy just gets out of the way. So we have a fan there. And it looks like we would want to do... Oh, we can't save that one. We could just do more fans. Just have this be the fan club. Start attack. So they come in small. They get kind of bunched up there. And then we yeet them into that spot back there. That, not as good. Can we restart the wave? No, we cannot restart the wave. So that actually fails. I think these, for some reason, I think the physics there is actually fighting us. Because what it's doing is I think it's correcting it back into that spot, which is actually kind of freaking irritating. So you just go get the fuck out of the way. So these are not working. So I think what we want to do is have them back here. And have you stay there. And right click does rotate. So as far as the next way that we would go is, yeah, try and shove them off of this and get that right there. So we actually just have a couple grows. And I guess we could do bomb towers back here. Because basically that's just like our last line of defense. It doesn't really do a lot for us. It's just there. And yeah, this one's not doing a lot. Okay, so they're growing as they go in there. And that bomb tower is absolutely useless. That, or I'm misunderstanding the physics of it. Obviously, we're probably going to do more than one run in this. Because I am legitimately not understanding why these are not doing any kind of shoving on it. You guys just choose your spots. And then this can pull them out and yeet them, I guess. I wouldn't mind getting another kinetic tower. Yeah, I am just really not sure when they're supposed to start their fans. Because we do get a number down those pits. They seem to keep getting shoved back on here. We can't set stuff on the path itself, unfortunately. And that just literally grabbed them and set them in front of the base. I have no earthly idea how I'm supposed to deal with that. You see, watch. It's going to watch it drop them on the path. That would be so stupid. It didn't. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Because it's almost like this is shoving them there and this is shoving them too far. So maybe we need to move these back. But there's no way for me to move that one back. This one I can. That I can have there. That can be yeeting stuff off of there. The Tesla Tower and the bomb tower are just useless. Guess we could go like that and have that be just like placing mines for later. See what it's got. They're already shoving themselves into the pit. Just because they're flooding out right there. Let's see if the yeet actually works. And yeah, that does not do anything to them. And the black hole thing is just not going to do anything. It's just going to put them back on the path. Unfortunately. Yep, see? That's mildly irritating. I suppose we could do the Tesla Tower close enough that could just like knock them off of the black hole. But yeah, like I said, I'm not understanding exactly how the physics in this are working. I know large is going to have more inertia. They've already explained that. But I don't... And that one's just permanently stuck there. Okay, so we can remove another one. I'm going to get rid of... The gravity tower just really isn't doing it for any of the zigzags. Bomb tower is absolutely worthless. Mine tower is not bad. 1 energy per wave would be not be bad. Grow note towers no longer affect enemy units. Why would I not want that? It gives me more resources if I use that. Copper units are incredibly dense, but are vulnerable to electrical attacks. So there is a sort of elemental damage effect. So that right there is not terrible. Kinetic tower going that way. This sucks things in, so it'll curve towards that. Row tower can go there. And that leaves us with 1? I'll figure it out eventually, damn it. See, that got them all. And just drops them in. Okay. We can kind of do the same here. And I'm going to go ahead and have this fan going like that, so it's just constantly pushing them that way. So maybe they won't get back on. Or if they are hovering over this, it's more likely to shove them off. Yeah, the little copper one has a crap ton of inertia. This is working a little bit better than what we had on the last stage. So if we go... these are 3 each. So one thing we could do... Set up grow towers all around that just so it sucks things up. And go with the Tesla tower there just to get rid of the copper guys. Oh, we missed one. No, he's getting through. So we need something to deal with stuff that gets past there, unfortunately. We only have 15 armor. That sucks. Okay, so we don't want to be doing that. So do we actually want to be doing those, or do we want to be doing mine towers? I think I'm going to do a mine tower back there. And I will do... think that'll help a little bit, getting it onto that little nonsense there, possibly. Okay, so that's taking them with, and then we have these hopefully able to take this out. Nope. Okay, so those guys are exceptionally inertial. Have an exceptional inertia, sorry. So I'm gonna need a Tesla tower to take them out. That's gonna have to go there. Don't have enough for another gravity tower yet. I think we go with that to continue pushing them that way. Because the goal is literally just get them into those gravity wells so that they get yeeted off. Okay, that way we did a little bit better on. We're not getting crazy amounts. Increase max health. Increase Tesla Tower's range by 100%. Yeah, I'll grab that. I don't think I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna go for the extra health. Could get another one of these. They're still relatively cheap. I'll take that one. Do I want to remove something else from this? I like the kinetic tower. I like the grow towers. I do think this is... the mine tower is not as important. I don't think we're going to bother with that. In fact, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to re-roll one more time. Oh, I want you. But you are too expensive. So we'll just take another Tesla range booster. Electrical effects are less effective against rubber units. They absorb the effect and take reduced knockback. Okay. Tesla Tower has insane range now. So I think we actually do 2 of you guys. Does it show us what's coming in the wave? Types normal. So I think we grab them off of here and start this wave. And that pulls them off and hopefully keeps them off of it. There we go. This one is going to be normals as well. So I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with growth on that one. And we will start doing kinetics along these paths, starting with that one. I will get fans and stuff as well to slow them down, but we'll see if it actually works in the long haul. Oh, that one got through. I will go with another Tesla tower there. And a fan tower. Actually, fan towers might not be the worst idea here. Knock them off of that. Yeah, I don't think gravity towers are the end-all, be-all. I think it's generally you're going to be swapping it out depending on which round you're on. Okay, so gravity tower there. We'll do a fan facing this way to try and knock them off there. We're not going for a lot of growth this time. Okay, so a few got through. We're taking damage from this stuff, but I don't think it's enough to be like a huge problem. And as far as the path that we want to go, I'm going to take this one that way. We're going to do another grow over here, I believe. I would like to get more energy as well in all this. That is a massive number of idiots. There's definitely... It's hard to keep things from leaking whenever you're playing with the physics like this. Branches an additional time. Range booster again. I think we take both of those. I think we're going to be going relatively high... whatchamacallits. Ranges. We're going high Tesla. Although we do have the rubber guys that we need to worry about. Let's go with... In fact, we'll get both of those. We'll see if we can get one more decent... Oh, max scale enemies is now worth 2 times matter. Dang it. I'll just take the reinforced core. We're up to 350. Is there going to be a heal for it? I don't know. Scale your projectiles to increase their knockback and range. I didn't realize that was a mechanic we were working with. That might be handy. Okay, so we have 3 paths coming in, 1 path out. 11 points to work with. So that's going to be going that way. Although, we can just move it around if we want to. 8 points left. We're just doing normals on this one. So Tesla Tower there doesn't seem like a bad idea. You grab stuff, and we don't really have a strong group there on that middle part, but... And yeah, that does not push back hardly at all. The bolt. The kinetic tower. So we have those. I think I'm going to go... I think, generally speaking, in the end, I might just go all kinetic towers. We're going to be taking a bit of damage here, but I don't know if there's much I can do about that. So you suck some stuff in. And I'll shove stuff off that side. I don't know why that one is... I mean, I guess it's curving off because of these. Yeah, we're getting like a huge amount just coming through on that right-hand side there. And it is driving me a little bit bonkers. And yeah, they are going around the gravity towers, so that's not as good. I wish there was a way to increase the attack speed of those. And yeah, that does not slow them down even a tiny bit. And it does seem like some of the units just ignore the gravity towers, despite being the same units we've ran across elsewhere. I'm not sure what's causing that. These guys have been absolutely freaking useless on this map. This is our 5th wave. We're going to die on this one. I am almost going to guarantee it. Just because there's a ton of them. This is going to push through. And yeah, they just ignore it. That's very strange. I'm not entirely sure the physics model that it's trying to use on this. So let's go ahead and do a new run. Let's see if we can figure out how to better refine that. Yeah, we've only been going for 20 minutes. We can go again. These are first impressions, my guys. If you think I'm going to know how to do these right out of the gate, I'm not. Shrink Tower seems like it might be good for reducing enemy mass, but then we're going to get less points to buy upgrades. So I do not think we want to do that. Then we go ahead. Actually, I'm going to go like this. Okay, so they got shoved back a little bit there. Gravity, we pull them off of this side. And it feels like the upgrades are going to be the most important thing. Go and grab you there as well. Yeah, like the upgrades for the lightning tower and stuff, I think are going to be the more important thing. So Tesla range booster, yes. We're going to remove the junk that we don't use. So I'm not going to take away... I'm going to take away the bomb towers first. Yeah, confirm removal of that. We're not getting any of the wind towers. And we take our free reroll and see what else we can get. There's another gravity tower. We don't want any of those. This would reduce our income. I'm going to reroll another time. We're going to take bigger range, definitely. Do I reroll one more time, or do I take the reinforced core? I'm going to reroll one more time. Yeah, none of these seem to really be doing anything for us, so we just save our money. And it looks like it's got fixed stage patterns, at least for the first 5 stages. Okay, so that actually can shove the gravity. I was not recognizing that before. So if we do something... Oh, this is actually an awful starter for this. So if we do something like this... do we actually want to do that, though? Or do we want to go like this? Let's try that. Let's see how that works out. Not great, not terrible. All right, we're going to take a little bit of damage. It's not the end of the world. And start the attack there. And that is just being used to get rid of the random idiots. Okay, that works. And I just do the second one of you, maybe? And we start just doing grow guys out there. And they do just get yeeted. Something hard. We are taking damage, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And I will just grab one of these to be blowing that way. This is like a little bit of extra security, I guess. Lots of damage there, unfortunately. I kind of wish I could stagger their actual cooldowns in the round. So one way I could do this is have you shooting that way. That's not going to work because it just bounces back. Do I close both those that way? Yeah, I wish I could, like, stagger them out so these would fire at different rates. Yeah, we're taking way too much damage already. But Tesla range booster, yes. Growth lockout, no. We'll re-roll again. Range booster. I'm gonna remove the shrinker. And I'll go ahead and take a reinforced core. I think it heals at the start of each round too. But I could be wrong. No, it doesn't. So how do we recover health is a question that I would have. Or anybody that would know the answer. This is just there to zap. This can yeet them off a little bit harder there. It'll actually get caught up in the black hole too, funnily enough. Oh, never mind. It's just getting stuck on this guy. I do slightly wonder if we could just get so many of these here that just stops everything. That would be hilarious to me. Okay, so that's going to be able to blow those that way. I will do a mine tower there just as a little bit of support. Oh, it almost tossed them back onto the path. That kind of sucks. Okay, so another one. I think there? And we go ahead and blow it this way. I think that will work. Just so it eats them off into, like, the great beyond. Whoa, my goodness. Okay, so we've got 5. The other thing I kind of want to do is get another one of these gravity towers and have another little set of fan things going. Question is, where do we want to put it? Because what I could do here is that. And you go like this. And hopefully block that a little bit. It does not seem to like grabbing the little red guys, unfortunately. So we took a little bit of damage there, but we'll be fine. It's just really a matter of deciding where to put everything so it launches stuff into like the weird and wild directions. The one thing I could do here is that. Thing is, I don't know if these are going to like hinder each other. Do they cause each other to rotate? They do not. That is good. So we go with you there and just have zappy zaps going. I'll even just do a bomb tower there to help out. Not that it's going to do a lot, but hey, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. Damn it. I need to get better at choosing these physics situations. Tesla booster, yes. And doesn't look like we heal at all. So I don't know what this reinforced core is ever going to do for us. It doesn't make any sense to me. There we are. That's what reinforced core is for. I get it now. I just hadn't gotten that skill yet. So rubbers are resistant. We definitely want these two. I think that is going to go blip. It's going to summon one. It gets launched across. We're going to probably want that on each of the paths. I don't know how far it'll go. If it goes off the edge, we're good. It does not. Yet. I guess the alternative is this. Start. Ta-da! Goodbye, you fiends! Do we want it to grow the black hole or grow the enemies? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Definitely want another Tesla tower. We'll be sticking with this for a little bit. Pull them all off of there and just yeet them into the void. There you go. Okay, so this one we set up kind of in a similar fashion, but going the other direction. Start. It's not going to be able to fly anywhere yet. Well, damn, thank you for not giving me another fan. Let's go. Guess that will work for now. We're taking way too much damage. At least now we have this blowing. We'll do another Tesla tower there. Just have this central area just be all Teslas. They do seem to like going after this left side. So we need to figure out some way to stop them over here. But that was the end of the 5th wave, I think. Yep, it was. Let's see. Mine towers, mine cap. We don't really care about that too much. I am going to remove you. Gonna buy you just so we get a second one. Chain lightning might be worth it. In fact, I think that's what we're gonna go for. Wouldn't mind getting another one of these, but it's just a question of like, how do we actually want to get these through there? And that looks like it's way more powerful than it looks like whenever we were trying to use those with it. It like increased it a very tiny amount. Wow, we don't even have a starter here. Great. Bundaba. I mean, we're gonna want you, but I think we can wait for it. And yeah, there really isn't like a good position to set this up for growing, which is mildly irritating. So I guess we'll just grab those for later. Little bit of damage. Not the end of the world. Okay, so we're going to have fan that way. I'm just wanting to survive enough waves that we can actually set something up to deal with this. Unfortunately, that might not be the reality that we end up facing. Okay, so we have the fan there. Second grow tower there. So, according to that, it should be huge and should be able to stop everything. Of course, now we have that doing its weird shit. Question is, how do I actually get this so it doesn't interfere with this as well? Because it's just going to be on that cycle. And see, it causes it... Well, it didn't cause that one to bend off. Yeah, interference systems are a problem. I guess I could test if you grow or not off of that. And yes, I do believe the barriers actually block it. So I think it does actually make that bigger. It procs on them. So what if we do something like this? And two of those guys like that? Just have this going over here as a maybe support. Definitely need another Tesla, but this is working. We have 5 points to mess with here. So it's a question of, do we want Tesla or do we want more energy balls or do we want growth? I think this does block the black holes, does it not? Yeah, it does. So we can't do that. Can do another Tesla, and I think that's going to be what we're going to have to kind of go with. Nope, we've lost. Damn it! Yeah, I'm just not sure how the interference systems are supposed to be working on this. There's definitely a way to do it. It's just... It seems like you kind of just want to go for one strategy, but you can't have a high enough fire rate to deal with that strategy because you can't set the spacing between shots. If I could set the spacings between shots for the black holes, I'd be set. But I can't. They all just fire at the same time, so you just have these massive gaps of like absolutely no punch whatsoever. Let's go ahead and just do the boom tower. And I'll grab a fan just because we can. Oh, and that, it literally just dropped him. Fuck off. We actually just knocked 2 in on the first wave. Oh, bite me, game. I'm going to go back to the main menu real quick. I want to see. I'm definitely going to play again. And apparently, we're not the only ones stuck on 18 right now. Apparently, only 3 people have gotten to play this so far. That's kind of weird. Go ahead and do a new run. I'm trying to figure out what it wants versus what I'm interpreting it as, which is generally what you run into with a lot of tower defense games. You're going to run into a situation where it is going to be... We're just going to go ahead and grab a grow tower there. But you're going to run into a situation where there is a lot of... The person who designed it is wanting it to function in a certain way. And they have a certain expectation of how they want you to beat them. And game design will often push them. We're going to just set this off over there because we're not going to be using it right now. Same for you. We'll go like that. This feels like it wants more towers. And we just lost like half of our life because we just shoved them in there. So it really just feels like they don't want you using anything except for like Black Hole and Tesla Tower and maybe the Kinetic Tower if you do a bunch of growth towers beforehand. Oh, and I don't have a growth tower there. And this does not actually do anything. I guess we'll just throw you there and hopefully you'll pull some of them off. Because, yeah, these just do jack squat. Okay, we definitely want to be removing... It looks... Is it random? We're getting rid of the mine towers first. Range booster. Reroll for free. Reroll. Yeah, there's not a lot of variety coming in here. So go to stage 2. And yeah, we just don't have enough development either on the way there. And if I'm yeeting stuff in, it's just not going to do anything. So that kind of sucks a little bit too. And a lot of these demonstration things here don't actually function for the levels. Okay, Kinetic Tower honestly is starting to feel like a trap, but don't really have much of a choice. Start. But see, those don't fire fast enough to actually take any of those out, really. Okay, so we don't have enough to do a gravity tower and the fan. I think we're going to do gravity tower first. Because we'll be able to do the actual fan with... See? And it just puts them right back on there. Fuck off. Pardon my French, but that actually does mildly irritate me. Whenever it picks them up and then just immediately drops them back on there. That just doesn't feel good. Because see, right there, like half of them... And we've also been yeeting things into our own base there, which is absolutely freaking wonderful. Okay, so we want to be going like that. You go that way. And let's go with a bomb tower, just to maybe be a little bit of protection. See, that's the only way to get that not to just drop them back onto the platform. And we are literally just blasting them back into the spots too, which is stupid. Okay, so we have another grower. We're not even getting what we need to do this, so whatever. More bomb towers, why not? Because they're not, none of the towers except for the Tesla Tower actually target things, it seems. Everything else is just like, I am going to fire on my interval and ignore the world around me, so extremely ineffective. Range booster, we're already down half life. I don't even think we should be continuing with this run. Because if we don't get good cards on the first one, we just immediately lose any kind of hope of starting with like max armor on the next level, because we're just already leaking. And yeah, you do start the stage with 10 points. You can start with more on other things, but see this? There's no way for me to stop them with this. Kinetic Tower? Maybe. Doubtful. And I'll grab the grow tower because if I don't spend it now, it's gone. We have a cap of how much we can get after this. That was just dumb luck that they kind of got hung up a little bit more than usual. But see, with 5 points here, we can't actually get any of the combos going. So I'll go ahead and just put a gravity tower there, and hopefully we get another fan tower. This cycle right here is not terrible, but still doesn't feel great. We're not getting any of our fans. That's lovely. And it doesn't hurt to just grab that because we can. I think we pretty much have to get extra energy early on. Otherwise, I don't think the run is going to be worth it. Like, that right there should help us a great deal. And I will go ahead and yeah, it is random. Because normally we start with, last time we started with 2 of those. Think out of these, let's get rid of the mine tower. Take the Tesla range booster. And yeah, just stage 2. I don't have the money for any of those, and there is no way to lock them either, which is a little bit odd for this kind of format. A lot of games that do this kind of stuff actually do allow you to lock things down for the next round. Okay, so you there. The other option would be to shoot them in. Something like this. I think this will pull them. Nope, it didn't. It just snags on there, so that is an absolutely useless formation. Good to know. It doesn't have a strong enough pull to keep them pulled off through that. So we do actually have to go this way. So we will go... I think we just go with another grow. And a kinetic tower. Here? That works pretty good. And we'll just grab a few more grows. And Tesla towers can be our last little line of defense back there. That should actually get us a decent amount more material as well, now that I think about it. Second gravity tower so it can grab more. And I'll just do boom tower as a bit of support. And we have the Tesla tower for dealing with the little lightning guy. I'm not sure what the physics here is about. We literally have just a block that we ripped off of somewhere, which is redonkulous. And let's throw... Yeah, we'll just throw another Tesla tower in, because why not? I think Tesla towers are going to be our backup. Wouldn't mind another black hole further back, but we don't have enough waves to really justify that. So I don't think we're going to. Smaller enemies might actually be a good grab. And yeah, we can afford that with this. So we can get rid of the shrink tower as our next one. Because we use these right here. The bomb tower is just, oh, we have money. Let's use it. I'm liking it a little bit more. You guys are probably like, he's gotten frustrated so many times. It's just I'm trying to figure out what they specifically want. So we can't just have it going like this, because they'll get snagged on there and they'll just come again. So I think what we want to do... We're definitely going to start out with you there. Get ourselves a Tesla tower. Have that there. I need to get fans going, and I need to get bigger dangage stuff. And yeah, getting those trapped in there actually causes them to launch, which is, I think, kind of one of the things we want to do. So what we want to do here... Have that go there. And we will do growths along, I'm guessing to about there. And start having them grow along this side. Okay, so we got rid of some of them. This should zap these guys as they come around. We surprisingly haven't taken damage yet. Okay, so we might actually want to just do grows along this entire path. The thing is, do I go for another Tesla? See, that works pretty good at getting the initial wave out. I do think we might need another Tesla, though. And yeah, that's actually, especially with it going through all of these growth spots, it's working a lot better. So I do think we want to just continue growing along there. And do another one of these. He just keeps knocking it back to the same spot. Get yeeted, bitch. Good lord. Definitely. I'm gonna grab that. I'm thinking it's a toss-up. Do we get rid of the boom tower? Or do we grab... It's only at the start of each stage. So I think the energy generator is going to be more useful in the long run. Hitting more stuff is better. Okay, so we actually do have the starter here. And it becomes a question of where do we stick stuff. That's going to go that way. Tesla Tower. And grows. We almost can cast our entire opening hand, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we just need to take them off into space and send them to hell. So another grow there. Another Tesla Tower there. I do need to get the yellow cannon thing, though. Because it does work pretty good at slowing stuff down. Okay, so we're going to grab that spot. One more grow. Ta-da! We're doing better. I am very surprised. Okay, so this goes like that. Don't have another grow, so it is just another Tesla time. I think at this point, our main things are growth and... yeah, just growth. Just sucking more enemies in. More Tesla would be nice as well. It does look like the Teslas do prioritize the... did we just... no, we did. It didn't go in. Additional energy per wave. Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm going to remove the boom tower now. We still have enough to get a decent thing from these. Range or shock? This is very tempting to get because we don't quite have the range that I would want on them. But I think Chain Lightning is going to do more for us. This stage is the stage we keep dying on. But we're getting better. We don't have a fan yet. Probably going to take damage on this first wave. Okay. So as our starter, I am just going to have this one grow and suck more in. And hopefully we will yeet some stuff with it. I'm very surprised that worked. So that gets to blow that way. Another grow, another Tesla. And yeah, we're just going to pack down here with the Teslas. We're doing a different strategy this time. Taking a little bit of damage. We'll be okay. I think another Tesla tower there. Does dual fan actually work to speed that up? It doesn't speed it up any, unfortunately. It doesn't do anything there other than just stop it. Stop it, Ron. We actually put it there. And that just sends them off into the oblivion for now. That's fine. I think we did take some damage on that one, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Oh, let's see. We're going to go there. And there. And yeah, I think what we want to be doing with these is just hindering this corner over here. So whenever this comes by, bad things happen to them. Where did it end up going? Did that die right there? Yeah, it dies too soon, unfortunately. We just took a crap ton of damage. We can't delete those, unfortunately. So this is going to have to go that way, so it's a little bit closer. There is a potential... with this, maybe? So that can send it up that way. That can slow those down. I don't think we survived this one, but I think we're going to get a little further. Yeah, they're just going to push through. Well, damn. I mean, we tried. We got better, but I am not sure how this person got up to 30 other than just having either really lucky pulls on what they got or what. Or some mechanic that I am not logically finding. I feel like the main thing that I would want in this, it needs some way for me to modify the attack rates for it to be like really compelling. Because right now it is literally just a physics puzzle. But whenever you're dealing with the big swarms on those final waves, it's no longer a physics puzzle. It's just how much chaos there is going on. How much can you grab with the black hole? Because it can't grab everything. Just grab some of it and other stuff just gets dropped on there. So I would be very interested to see what they did to get to wave 30. We got to wave 18. Devin gets to wave 18 as well. I don't know who these people are, but it is what it is. If you guys want to try it out, go ahead and hit up the demo in the description, and I will see you guys next time. I do hope that they give us some fire rate options for this, and I hope that there's going to be a decent amount more towers. There is a little preface in here that says this is just a demo. This doesn't have all the other modes and yada, yada, yada stuff. So I look forward to seeing what more is added. There's a number of towers that are just kind of, So, bye.